Chance now for Samuelson. Gets it up ahead. Nice play. Breaking in. McLeod, there's a shot. Just takes time. That block. Sabres power play with 50 seconds left. Keep the puck in the zone. Going up the middle. Norris with a shot. Far post. Last man back. Two Blue Jackets looking for the puck. Sabres 2-on-1 on the right side. Here's a drop. Thompson can't get the shot away. It goes to the net. Greaves it.
Puts one into the corner. Cleared to the line. Kept in by Krebs, who's covering for the defenseman. Now Doan gets to the puck. Centers. Thompson ripped it.
For them on the power play for the Ducks. It's a face-off win for Buffalo. His possession is gained below the goal line by Doan. Doan from behind the net. Doan with a slapper in the with the 50-50 numbers. Sabres getting Tage Thompson onto the ice here in the offensive zone along with Doan. Krebs is going to send that pass
for it. So good job by anticipating and kind of realizing where the puck possibly could go and get himself set quick.
Thompson got a bit of Metz on that play, but the Sabres still able to get the puck outside the zone. Thompson at center. Swipes at that one. That stays in play for Buffalo. Drop back. Krebs with a shot. And Doan in front. Krebs with a bouncing puck onto the Buffalo line where Byram just kind of stays in his lane ahead of the Dallas forecheck. That allows Buffalo to get the play back on offense. Nice play by Tage Thompson in front. Owen DeSmith with a big pad save as Thompson ducked inside. Near circle shot by Doan. That's going to come. Rebels chasing the Sabres deep in their own end here, but Buffalo with a nice takeaway and a chance to transition. And they do. Doan, nice pass to the wing for a shot, and Allen makes the save. And some pretty good speed on the entry there by Krebs. Doan trying to send it back down low. 1 minute gone in the power play for Buffalo. 2-1 lead. Sabres. Doan for Doan. Back to Doan. Oh, save made by Riddick. Back in front again. Takes Thompson for Doan. Period. Thompson to the goal line. Doan's crept in. There's a shot. Off the end wall. Comes back on his side of center ice. Let's get Eiler lining in. Now it's Doan drops for Thompson. What a move. Tucks that one in. Is that over the line? Yes.
So center back.
He's got 8 points in his 6 games. Here comes Buffalo. Doan. Shot to Krebs. Oh, he broke his stick. 3-2 Buffalo. Zegras gives it away to Doan. Doan finds his man Krebs. Shot save. Anderson. Krebs looking for rimmed around towards Doan and Thompson. Doan open in front. The pass shot. Oh, what a save by Anderson.
Into a good spot. Here's Thompson working it for Doan across, and the shot, but the Kraken will keep it in off the far wall. Shot blocked by Thompson. And a feed up the middle of the ice, trying to lean in towards the net. No shot there. Sabres with the puck at center ice. Tage Thompson lets that one go. Here's a shot, and it's Peyton Krebs.
Watched by Tyler Myers. Puck centered, and Benson scores. First goal in.
Hasn't been busy tonight, but he comes up with another stop there.
Here tonight. Here's Doan onto the stick of Morris. Morris sends it down low. Doan out in front, score! Bang, bang.
They can explode if he stays healthy for these Buffalo Sabres.
Doan. Cross wide open, a chance. Comrie set.
Right point. Josh Doan checked by Brock Besser. Hughes missed the puck as he tried to come up with it. Sabres have numbers down low. Krebs went between the legs.
Off the forecheck, and Brodin has to race back. A centering pass, Tuck left alone in the slot. Here's the first hit on Brodin to which you referred.
Yeah, it was an icing the hole. But if you throw it there and there's some chaos and there's guys going to the net, you've got a chance.
Sabres with the puck. Doan down low looking for Alex Tuck. He deflects it up. That low in power lead it up for Doan here with this look on the right side for Alex Tuck. Now Doan in the corner. Byram on the far wall. Feeling the offense lately is number 4. Here's Power right in the slot. He had time to turn and shoot that puck. It comes off the end wall. Now here's McLeod in front, scores! Staying with the play.
To make that cross-ice pass. Right here. And then McLeod sees the D coming out and
working on Samuelson. He's having a great bounce back year, if you want to call it that. Samuelson's been a part of great D and good offense. Speaking of offense, here's a shot by Tage Thompson with a hit at center.
Do it every time you can. Every time.
This is Doan driving the Hawks lane. Drop back Power, middle lane. Nice pass! That one goes up. Good movement here. McLeod, bottom of the right circle. Up top, then Power. pressed at the line. Power gets it back again, still pressed at the line and over at the far boards. Now in the slot for a shot, and Byram stepped in the lane, got the shot away. Soderblom
A lot. Way too good of a break. Picked up by Doan. Josh Doan across. Big collision there on McLeod.
Oh my.
Sherratt. Broken stick. Casper without. There's Doan. Cross. Good save by Gibson. High slot for Doan again. Red Wings 1 for 3 with the man advantage against the best penalty killing unit in the NHL. Buffalo second last in the league, but their penalty killing terrific. And a nice move. Speaking of terrific.
Nice reverse play there as the Avalanche were hoping Natchez would get on the end of that puck. Sabres on the attack down the left side. In front. Tippy on Nelson. The Sabres chop it out to center. Here's Doan. Good speed. Almost had the defenseman turn. That's Burns. Sends it in front and a chance. But Samuelson gets a good angle on it before it's Greenway. Playing it ahead to Doan. Open ice for Power, the far point. Feeds it in
For a little bit. Now, obviously, not able to sustain the pressure in the offensive zone, but as soon as they're turning the puck over, they're getting way back.
goal line. Pauline just gets free of Schmaltz there and doesn't take a penalty. It was a 2-on-1 the other way, maybe 3-on-1 here. McLeod sends it across, and that one. Hofer comes up with a pad save. In the slot, the Blues, Buchnevich can't clear it. Kept in by Doan. Doan takes a touch pass off the wall, but Fowler's marked him. As Jimmy Snuggerud trying to clear it out. Played up the near wall, touch to the line. Thomas can't get it out. Alex Tuck in behind everybody, but the puck hopped over his stick. He'll play it back to the point where it's met there by Doan. Pass to the far circle. Tuck off the wall from McLeod. Here's Doan in front. Doan near circle with a shot off the post. Corner. McLeod and Doan, who's coming up with it. Back to the point. Samuelson gives it back to McLeod. Doan up top. Far circle one-timer. And that one bounces to the near circle. Sabres get it back for Tuck with a shot. That's blocked. Aho testing line with a shot a moment ago there at the near post. He and Seth Jarvis on the ice. Sabres countered. Kesselring carries. Drop for Doan. Far side.
Dahlin is on it. Shipped out by Doan. Back check by Blake. Doan off his feet. Loose puck up for grabs. Thompson pumps. This is Dahlin. That puck left too far in front of him. Sabres recover. Thompson with room. 2-on-0. Touch pass. Thompson. Pass.
Characteristically goes awry, and the Sabres dump it in, but not with possession yet. Werenski again kept in by Dahlin as the Capitals do enough to get it out. Doan backhanded Dahlin. He loves to find a seam if he can. Capitals close it down, so Zucker then sends it in front. Thompson with the shot. Pass for Doan was high, but he knocks it down. Working on Roy. Pass inside for Dahlin. He'll trace it down over at the far circle. He was able to connect once again in this game. And the Sabres will find their way back with Doan and Alex Tuck. Tied up and scores! Doan to Tuck. Tage with the puck now for Buffalo as the Sabres look to add. Here's a great chance. And Thomas,
and the building comes alive.
Here's Alex Tuck, deflects the puck in deep. We are told Zucker will not return due to an upper body injury. Tuck with a shot, missed the net.
Playing with now a full-time NHLer, just a beautiful play. I mean, he knows that Tuck's there to
swings it around for Bernard Docker. Kept in by McLeod for Doan. Back for Tuck. Tuck moves inside for the Sabres. Here comes Benson. Now Doan. Doan works it back out. Dahlin down low. Benson across. Bouncing puck.
Gallagher in the zone for Montreal, and Tuck will play it to the wing. Speed by Doan, gaining the line. Doan in front, and McLeod tipped it right on. Dobish makes Sabres with the one-at-a-time mentality here to get back into it or into the offensive zone. Chance of the far circle, and Dobish doesn't. Finding Connor Timmins in the corner. And he'll lift it up and out, and now it's Alex Tuck looking rink wide. Sabres gain the line. Nice pass from Doan, and that shot from Power. Always a pleasure. Sabres over center. Alex Tuck spins it into the Montreal corner. Doan after it. He gets it to the side of the net. McLeod drops it off, and a shot as Power.
Thompson.
Drops it off down low. One-time drive, Doan just missed. Short hits Doan. Doan slashing at the puck in a battle with Peyton Krebs. And Doan coming in, across, score! Tage Thompson! Career goal 200 for him! And served to our Cavs on TSN friend and colleague. Nice move, Doan tried to drive play, follow-up. Oh, what a...
Maybe their newfound appreciation.
And for them, it's game 2 of a back-to-back. And as we mentioned, these teams will meet as well 3 times in the next 16 days. Pass across, Fowler able to push and make the stop on Peyton Krebs. Good speed up that left wing. Carrier able to swap that.
4 minutes almost into the third. Backhand right in front, and Zucker denied. Lean by Juleson. He's able to recover it before Grunston could think about going shorthand. A little nifty play by Doan to put it through the skates and pick it up on the other side. Thompson shoved down. Dahlin gets the puck. Dahlin, middle of the ice, steps, shoots, scores! 20 injuries, 3 different concussions. He had a tough time getting his career going. We often wonder what it would look like if he was healthy and playing the game that he can play. I think we're starting to see that here.
Yeah, you're seeing a glimpse of that right now for sure. Here he is, way up as a defenseman.
Get a little tug on the jersey there from Zegers, able to skate through it. Byram canceled out for the moment by Drysdale. And now it's Doan. Already 2 assists, looking for another as he fed that one to the crease where Byram was still hanging around.
Jody, that's what I'm talking about there. Austin just hanging up top and allowing Byram to stay in on the play, top of the crease there. So it's kind of like in the offensive zone, it's free reign to do whatever you want. Just trust one another.
Here is Byram picking up that puck. Cross from Bryson. Sent down the board. Buffalo able to retrieve another puck. It's Doan who cut it off, drew a penalty.
I mean, that's the value of hanging out in the offensive zone, starting a line change.
Pass through the middle, picked off by Buffalo, and they'll gain the line. Doan's shot is blocked by Ekblad. Doan keeps it, sends it in front. And a stop.
Period still ahead. They have learned to not go away. When they get down, the Senators always find a way to get in it. Here comes Tuck the other way. Dropped it off. McLeod score! Here's Dahlin with it. Dahlin for Thompson. Got him across. Doan with the net. Scores! Zucker tips it in. Shabbat will knock it towards the corner, but the rolling puck was stopped as Doan plays it out for McLeod. McLeod to the Ottawa line. Checked up. Tuck tips it. Johnson shoots. Maryland the save. Sidling goal. Doan batting at it. Maryland's lost the stick. It's back in the net. Shabbat trying to get it to a long shot. Maryland the save. They score.
Thompson, who was parked at the near post, would have been a tap in. Along the near wall. Doan, good hard work here against the Avalanche. And Doan still with it, in behind the net. Turns, and Wedgwood makes the save at the far post. Now Tage Thompson. Puck goes to the far wall. Doan overcomes Tuck to the net, looking for Rasmus Dahlin. He was there. Byram at the left point. Sabres always talk about puck possession as well. They've got it here. Thompson with a chance
To go, big number opening night, over 50,000 was given away, so.
Everyone's enjoying
Larry Playfair. Mr. Larry Playfair loves writing those checks to you.
He sure does.
Yes, he does. He's a very generous man.
Sabres trying to earn a shot on goal here in the Avalanche, and there it is. Up score today. That was up for grabs. Here's Quinn at the line. They stay on side. Doan, nice pass across. And just
Wants to Hellenhuis, low man in. His teammates changing, so working into the corner for Doan. Josh Doan reverse hit on Carrier. Here's a chance. Inside Kesselring.
In on the left wing, runs right into Dahlin. Net is empty as Doan takes a crack at it. And Josh Doan finds it.
Balinskis out of the corner, stripped by Benson. Thompson in front, save, rebound, hammered. Sabres back in their own blue line here, controlling the puck. Nice move at center ice as they keep possession. Peyton Krebs, another great move, gains the line. Krebs sends it across. Tage walks inside, pass to Doan, and that goes. Here's Samuelson, jumps into a soft spot, takes a shot, and that's blocked. He's got the rebound, slides it in front, scores! What a great play to get the puck. In this game, fair to say that the Sabres are getting a little taste of their own medicine. That how they've played through the streak so far. See if they get back to it here in period number 2.
Columbus have done a good job. If they talked about before the game, they want to prevent the Sabres to be scoring on the rush.
Olivier won't clear, puts it right on the stick. The Sabres with 2-on-1 down low. Norris to the net, they score! Norris got it there, and the Sabres for Doan near circle. Try to go post to post with that. Doan, right side, in Blues territory. Doan behind the net. 33 seconds left. Tage Thompson on the near wall. Here's a shot from the slot by Doan. Center. Good backup by Metsä. Flips it forward. Here's Doan with a bouncing puck. Takes a shot. Thompson down in the corner. Thompson stick handles to the side of the net. Now behind the cage with it. Forehand looks out front. There's a one-timer. Scores! What a feed! Tage Thompson to Doan. And in his past 3 games, he scored in Ottawa. Sabres come back with a bouncing puck right in front. Doan tried to center.
Thompson picked off in the neutral zone by McAvoy, but Doan recovers, fires, and Ring will drive it in. He was born in Florence, South Carolina when his dad was playing in the coast. A steal here by Thompson. Centered. Doan denied points. Zacha with a bump. And it's drilled off the post by Doan. And then thrown just wide on an out.
Couldn't get a stick on it, but Rasmus Dahlin will. Sends it inside for Doan. Quick shot that time. Others drift out. One in the shooting lane. That's Pullak who pulled out to block the shot. Tage working the goal line. Now Dahlin creeps in. Too much room. There's a shot. That one's off the bar. That one was a bit closer than the one at the other. Over in the far corner. Goudreau trying to get a stick on it. It's batted out of midair by Doan at the post and almost knocked that Thompson. Away from Goudreau. Kako is up high. Here's Doan turning and firing. Loose puck in front. And the crack it out.
He'll get it back. Down lane. Thompson can really shoot it in front. Doan punches one home, and it's 3-0 Buffalo. Thompson the assist.
Just had some text back and forth with his dad, Shane. He says Josh loves to score in Alberta. The Halkirk farm is still up and running. And you know that Bernie and Helena are watching right now. Shane's dad and mom. And Josh is...
When he tried to center, solid defensive work by Ekholm. Now Doan, a quick snapshot and the save made by Stuart Skinner. That quick release, you said it, Louis. Nice hands. Power play 7 for their last 11. Shot now lead, tipped home. Doan in front. And the Sabres
in a hurry, 1-0 Buffalo.
And you and I were watching the game last night in Calgary. Dahlin.
Here's Dahlin, works the puck to his right. And then Tuck with the pass for Doan. Saved by Ercin. Minutes in, first period. 1-0 lead for the Sabres. Lead pass for Doan. In with a shot saved by Ercin.
Center. Out to center. Osland at the line. He'll carry in. Nice pass. Doan just wide. Left along the boards. Alex Iafallo can't get it out. Here's Norris. He'll stop a shot. Loose in the crease, they score!
Fan, and it's just awesome to be here tonight to celebrate this win with them.
Here comes Josh Doan dancing in around Graves. Couldn't get the shot off.
Well, he gets this team in the win column more times than not. Had a good first year in Buffalo last year. There's a chance for Doan. Doan in and a save by Gustafsson. And they score!
Stacking up the line there, and Sabres running into it. They got to move that puck to the outside a little quicker, maybe.
Power to a player off the bench, and Doan in front. Ahead to Alex Tuck, hit by Teravainen, but the Sabres will skate it out. Here's a feed ahead. Doan trying to get to the net, scores!
He just slides it across, and Doan just drops his shoulder, takes it to the front of the net, and gets it far enough away from him.
Got that one in one motion, and Soderblom didn't get it. Now, Tage Thompson tries to spin it at the near post. That one is stuck. Here's Tuck behind the net. Thompson takes it away, sends it in front. Don't stop, scores! He jumps on the rebound.
Along the near boards, and it's pushed past Sherratt. And a save. Got checked by Thompson, who stayed with it and steals it. And then a penalty upcoming. Chance there. Bowen Byram for Rasmus Dahlin scores. Tipped in front and over the glove.
Completely changed direction. Went from the left side, or the right side, over to the left side.
Stick off his stick.
Well, play by the Sabres as Josh Doan gets it back, goes to the net between the legs, shoots in front. Lewis able to get away with that one. All the way at center, can't make it up ice, and now Quinn comes back. Left side, cuts into front. Here's Doan. Penalty coming up on the play. Kempton at the point. Howard trying to make a play on it, does get it to the dot. Good win here by Doan. He throws that one to the net, stays with him. Fans on it again, then it's off a leg to the corner. Greenway pressuring Hall. Here's a chance in front, and Doan just couldn't get his after the goal. Marino knocked down. Here's Dunn in front. He flags it down with a shot. Rebound! Banging away at his Doan right on the doorstop. And now goes down. The puck is free.
Puck at the top of the blue paint. Kept by Doan. Buffalo loading up their top line. Thompson centers. Bussy is there. Then it out the sharp angle bid. Thompson trying to wrap it around. Puck on the back of the goal. Picked up by the Sabres. Bank attempt by Doan.
Out of the box. Big scrum. Buffalo wins it. Thompson. Save. Bussy. Loose puck swept away. McLeod turnaround bid. Loose puck. Bussy there again. Loose puck again. And it stays out.
The line by Power. Now Werenski again can't clear. Here's a chance in front for Doan. Scores! If at first you don't succeed, bang away at it.
Good hard work down low, and this is what we're talking about in this second period. Doing a much better job taking the time and space. And Josh realized he was anticipating this turnover, and he got it
picked off by McLeod. Pasternak said he thinks that Morgan Geekie has everything that it takes to get 50 goals. Doan shoots, he scores. That rebound pulled out of midair, knocked down, and he swats it home. He's able to recover and drive it out to center ice. Dahlin looking for his first goal this season. And out in front, Josh Doan.
On the Washington zone, down low, working with Rasmus Dahlin in the corner. Back to Tuck, in front, here's a chance. Doan turns, fires! And it takes touch to center ice. And Doan with the feed, trying to work his way through. Krebs finishing his check down in the corner. Oslin over on the far wall for Power. Doan target back to Power. What a play! Save is made. It comes back to the line. Byram for Doan. Near circle shot, and a rebound pops to the slot, and Doan's got it. All the way to the far point. Throws it in front. Wants to
track it down against Mensah. Rasmus Dahlin, a bank pass ahead. Doan gets it to Tuck, looking to return it to Doan. And it's Josh Doan. He scores, does he? No.
Watching a bouncing puck kind of get control of it, and he ends up from this tough angle seeing that Stolarz, oh boy, off of Mermis as well. Skate to post, to body, to then right through the arms and out the other side of Stolarz. But just a really good awareness by Josh Doan.
Back in the lineup tonight, Bowen Byram dances in. Here's Byram, and a one-timer by Doan.
Good work by the Sabres to keep the puck alive. Here's Timmins. Now McLeod. Got from the left side, score!
Paying up a one-timer from there.
Oh. Pass is picked off by McLeod. Now moving in and chipping it.
Forwards trying to center it, a bouncing puck. They can't control it. Hudson behind the net turns it over. Sabres out of the corner, trying to center here is McLeod. He'll play it around. Dahlin comes down from the left point. Absorbs the coverage there by Evans. McLeod back up top. Alex Tuck slides it in front, tipped right on, rebound, and Doan can't.
Thompson, little head fake. Tage Thompson drops it off low. Cutting into the net was Oslin. Score!
Allows Josh Doan to walk right out, see if he can get Jacob Fowler to cheat off his post. And
Sabres power play, even with their success, has hit a dry spell. As this one on net, rebound chance. Vladar got a piece and popped it up in the air. Rasmus Dahlin in a hurry to get to the net. He scores!
Dahlin couldn't get the shot away. Keeps possession. Here's a chance. Good stick by Lundell. Breaking that up. In front, scores! Doan on the doorstep. For home remodeling needs. Sabres need a goal. Here they go. Thompson threw it to the net, and it's... Now he'll lift it. It's knocked out of midair. Tage Thompson leaves it in the slot for a shot. Doan got just under 17 minutes remaining in this second period. So the early goings here is Doan trying to lead his way to the net. Malinsky wouldn't let him there. Doan for Tuck to the...
They battle away in front of the visiting penalty box. Geertz a little smack on Jeannot. Here's Doan, backhand, swing with the stop. Left on the Bruins penalty. Power off the end boards, out in front, red.
11:49 to go. Right circle, in front, off the post.
To the net, simplifying a little bit. There's Doan, puts one off the post on the redirect. But another good job of coming up with pucks after battles. After
17 seconds, puck goes to the corner. Here's the turnover. Cooley to the middle of the ice, and the shot.
Put some points on the board.
Here's Thompson stealing, centering.
Yeah, I think it was in. No, it wasn't. Yeah, I think it was.
Doan behind the net, trying to take it away from Cooley. Sabres do get possession here for Zucker in the corner. Power play with 1.5 still left on it. Buffalo up 2-1. Tage Thompson left side, taking a look. Not a heck of a lot there for him to see. Gets a return from Doan. Dahlin will blast one. Loose puck scores. That pops up.
Tried a drag move to get around his man, but Marcus Pettersson was having none of that. Myers gave it away as he threw it up the middle. Here's Thompson again. Stick handling. Checked by Sherwood, who forces the puck ahead to Niels Höglander. He's in over the Buffalo line. Höglander dishes off, and the pass was tipped away by Doan. Just as
the Blue Jackets is more than willing just to get the line and dump it in and get the work down low. So Sabres have got to know that. Start cheating back that guy on the offside so you can get back there and maybe create something.
Sabres work it down below the goal line now. Here's Peyton Krebs. Couldn't quite handle the pass. He was in a great spot for a shot into each other trying to get to the puck. And that's going to come outside the line.
Duchesne might have done us a favor there by trying to take that puck. Raymond stepping into it.
Thompson's got a man with him. Takes the shot. Loose puck, far post. They try to sweep it in front. It's still free. Thompson sends it back to the near circle. Samuelson spins it back to the line. Another shot. Stopped by DeSmith. Rebound and score! Tage Thompson! The puck flips it up, but not out of the zone. Stars can't keep it in. Sabres free it up. And now it's Peyton Krebs on the left wall. In the Dallas territory. Followed up by Thompson. Thompson looks back to Power, can't get it to him. Inside, Krebs back to Power, far circle, one-timer. And that one stopped by DeSmith, but the rebound sent back in front. Centered. Bruins come back defensively. Steves guides it ahead, turned it over. Up top. This shot by Doan. He couldn't uncork it. And he got locked up with McAvoy. Up top, here's Thompson. Shoots, he scores!
Game, and that's his man in that situation. Go eliminate him. Be firm. Good hit.
Sabres with the puck. Byram scoops it up. He'll wheel ahead. He's got 8 goals already this season. Cuts down the slot. Fires just wide. That looked like it changed directions. He had only 7.
Save when he needs to.
Brad Heischer, Hughes and Hughes on the ice. Sabres win a big draw on their own end. Transition up the middle. Here's Byram, swept off his over in the corner off to his left. Buffalo throwing it right back across the ice, and they're going to get a break here as the Devils having trouble with this puck coming back. It's Hughes, and Doan sends it in front. 1 minute remaining. Buffalo can't clear, but a nice play to get in the way of Duclair. And the Sabres blue line, and Pelech will toss it ahead. Both teams changing here as Barzell trying to drop that into the slot. Sabres with a take.
Hughes checked as he tried to move the puck out. Josh Doan tried to feed one into the corner, broken up by Connor Garland, but Doan gets the puck back. Now into the corner. Gets a return pass, going to the net. Couldn't steer it on goal as Krebs tried to set him up.
Canucks to reload and get back. Here they go again.
Ratu check. Tage Thompson wheels back for Buffalo. Onto the right wing, Peyton Krebs stops, sends one across. Thompson, wrist shot, Demko to save. Thompson gets the loose.
Winded along for Tomashin, whose collision with Ellis has forced him from the game. Here's a centering pass, and Kozak just couldn't get it cleanly on his stick, and then it was smacked wide by Doan, who'll get a second chance.
Connor coming into the backhand. Connor behind the goal now. Shankly's out front, but Doan knocked it away.
Oh, Buffalo man.
Shankly still looking for it. Connor comes out in support, but his saucer pass knocked down by Doan. Connor with his... Velarde was tied up. Orsi. Velarde turns and shoots. Blocked there by Doan.
Forward for the Devils. Banging down on the corner, and then Doan knocks Siegenthaler down just by...
Sabres have won 2 straight entering this game, and here comes Samuelson, robbed by Jari. Oh, want a big save from your goaltender? You just got it right there.
Right group of guys here together, and they were just, they just continued to work on the things they had to work on to get themselves.
There's a steal in front, and Boymar And Buffalo up by a goal at 2-1. Play cut off at the line. Slid ahead to Alex Tuck. Tuck trying to dunk underneath. Shot. Oh, and it's off the side of the goal as Anderson got there with the pass. Blocked by Carolina. And now a pass to the wing. Bounces to Thompson, and he rips that one.
Lost the puck. Shea over to Chris Letang. Pass knocked down by Doan. Centers in front. Ricochets off of Shea.
Flames have a chance, time and space to get to that puck. Barabee protected, but Doan took it away. Over support is Zeri. Comes back to Peyton Krabs' backhander. Didn't reach the Anderson, who really didn't have a chance. He was handcuffed with that puck coming right to him, top of the crease. Flames able to divert that to the boards, but the Sabres have it back. Power sends it over. Snapshot, Doan scores. Off the dot. Looked like the Flames were going to control, but the Sabres find a way to get out. Ball positioning just in front of Josh Doan. He came over in the J.J. Peterka acquisition.
There's obviously a few holes there that they're seeing going in. Here's effort. It's something that's very tough to swallow.
The ultimate leader, the captain on the ice. He fires the puck into the Hawks zone. And Chicago with Green, Bedard, and Bertuzzi will start.
Shot wide of Ellis. He beat the Red Wings 4-2 in Buffalo in his first NHL start.
Oh, boy.
Wow, it looked like he...
Yeah, probably. I mean...
No, you would have had last pick and you wouldn't have been sure who to take.
I would have taken Marcel Pronovost.
Probably.
Yeah, or...
And a save made by Gibson, the rebound clear. And then again, Larkin's pocket was picked, this time by Doan, played across 28 since they last made the playoffs. They missed 14 consecutive.
Ryan O'Reilly is down now in front of the Buffalo net. Sabres at the line with a chance to break it up, and they do. Nice patience with the puck. O'Reilly goes back to the point. Yossi. Tight coverage as Doan skates with him. Does well, forces him to the point. Hooks it around the boards. Here's a chance for Doan, just throwing that towards the net with Tage Thompson on the ice now as well. Thompson's going to come up with his puck in the slot with a shot. Timmins carries it, plays it in front of the net, and the support there from Greenway. He flips it out down the ice. Now race for it. Doan is on it. Doan turns inside, drops it. Greenway off the post. Quick shot blocked, and that one took its toll on Samuelson, still down, but here's the counter with Doan. Doan with a shot. Here's Schmaltz. Dropping it for Keller. Loves to cut in off this wing. Bouncing puck in front for Cooley. And the crowd in front. Waiting. Obstructed behind the net. A little bit trying to get to the puck. Over comes Doan with a big hit. Doan got a piece of Cooley. And the Sabres working here in the offensive zone. Samuelson off the wall with a shot. Samuelson will just keep shooting the way lately things have gone for him. From behind the net. We'll send it up onto the wing. That's touched by Doan. Charlie Lindgren playing it up the wall. Comes back to the line for a shot and a glove.
You were at home, but that's a hard, long shift, and he just had nothing left in the tank. Well, Alex Tuck may have a chance. His pass.
And a win against Detroit. Larson in against Doan.
Battle at the Olympics. Can't wait to watch that. Best on best. It's been a long time coming. And a free. Puck at center ice. Played a run, winning 14 of their last 16. And Frankie, even without success, they just now have claim on a wild card spot. It goes to show you how tough it is. And they have battled right back into that playoff situation. Here's a pass sent in front, spinning and trying was Josh.
This one sent through the front and a stick lift.
Center and Tuck has got it. Tuck tried to drag it away. Clevin wanted to play it, and his stick lifted by Doan. Tuck has got it. Back to the point. Head by Timmins. Into the Senators zone. Shabbat is on it. Shabbat doesn't play it in time. Poked off his stick by Doan. Here's Power. Got it down to McLeod. Up high and a long drive towards the net. That one misses as he dumped it in. Thompson behind the goal. Doan up the boards. Off the stick of Lars Heller. Benson keeps it in. Chance for the Sabres. Zucker, Wade scores! check there to hold back the attack of Ryan McLeod as Amadio will take it. Trying to work his way through center, turn back, and Stützle lost the puck. And Stützle tried to...
moment without being able to finish it. Tage Thompson looking for a second goal. He tests Wedgwood on the near side, then gets after Nichushkin over the far corner. Comes up with a puck. Byron passing his...
And it's slapped away. Zadorov thought about diving in. Instead, he'll retreat. And he's got it. Drilled it up the wall, held in by Doan. Puck glances off Janot's skate. He's chased by Doan. Lori back to help. Chopped free out in front. Slamming was there just in case.
After it, Samuelson, Timmins, look out, middle of the ice. And there's a trip. And the Sabres going on the power. Still keeping it in. Using the skate and his stick. And now the Rangers will get a chance to flip it up and up. Buffalo crowds the ice, keeping it in. Here's a chance. Doan with a shot. Buffalo lifting it up towards center. And penalty coming up here. Point is open. Power with the puck. Takes the shot. That is blocked, and Anaheim's got a lane here, but a great takeaway by Doan. Sabres on the attack. Krebs, far point scores! Rangers line. Now drifting across to the far point. Rangers break it up. Samuelson with a good angle, and the pass to the middle of the ice. Looking for
Samuelson ran right to him, never even really give him the opportunity to get penetration in the zone. Instantly cuts right across, takes that zone away, and just cuts him off into the wall.
After a Doan shot came hot off the glass. Panthers will skate it up to center. And Lostarinen out of his skate slides it through to Lundell, but nice coverage by Doan. Hyberto Stahl with a pushover on Norris. Anaheim unable to get to the red line as the Sabres side the line. That is offside, and Buffalo won't touch the puck again here, so the play will continue on. Stars back in the Buffalo zone. Doan with a good tie up on the wall. Went to the corner. Puck out of the zone and a pretty big race forward here as Doan takes a look, drops it back. Late man on the play. Tage Thompson couldn't cut back inside with it. Referee is down on his belly behind the Seattle net and now just up on his knees.
Yeah, he's going to have to get out of the room.
Backward Wolf stopped it, didn't realize it with that right pad. As Benson was drifting around in front. Best Sabres look. Doan across the Calgary line. Benson
from the blue line, allowing the Flyers to move back up ice. Here's Brink on the pass from Cates. Brink dropping it back off. And then the nice defensive play made by Doan. Sabres with numbers, saved by Ersson, and then...
One too many passes, perhaps. Perfetti can't act quickly, and he gave it up. Now Byron will skate into it. Perfetti gets off the ice into the Jets.
Marcus will not be in the lineup for Minnesota tomorrow. An injury is taking him out of being available. Here's a chance in front for Buffalo. Couple of whacks at it.
Contact with Cooley. His shot was blocked by Rasmus Andersson. Huberdeau can't acquire it clean.
Jim Schoenfeld and Derek Smith in '81, and then the trade you're alluding to is 1990. Traded by the Sabres with a pick.
Reversed by Samuelson into the corner. Now he'll back off. McDavid, Draisaitl, and Hyman together coming out of that timeout. 7.5 to go, and a good look for Hyman, point blank. Just couldn't quite extricate his stick and power that home. And now the Sabres, Doan got deflected.
Kind of do it normally around the NHL these days when they get into the game. They're full attack on offense. Here's a steal by Doan.
It's changing. Here's Pasternak. Surveys, waits for some help. Centers. And Doan got a stick in the lane.
Indians out very quickly as Lane Hudson plays it up and into the Buffalo zone. Trailing on the play, Evans. And the Sabres with a steal to take it back again. Up to six.
Get fancy, and that's where the Philadelphia Flyers right now maybe can take advantage of another opportunity. Offside here. Norris embracing contact. That one off the skate of Konechny as he blocked it. Zegras and Konechny, but it's stolen away by Doan on the back check. Osling comes over. He's got Samuelson open in the slot, and he scores! You know, Norris tries to jam that low. He tries to make the right play, but how about the back check? of Josh Doan there, and then the support of Samuelson, right side of your screen. That's the defenseman up.
Doan tried to take it all the way on his own, got stopped, and now a shorthanded break for Ottawa. Pinto can't get a shot away as he's caught by